Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
And did you know that from 2005 to 2009, turkeys pardoned by the President of the United States for Thanksgiving were sent to Disneyland or Walt Disney World?
I miss that.
It was fun.
I really liked when you could go and see them at Big Thunder. Well, right?
Mhm.
I know there were turkeys back there. Was it the presidential turkey?
Big
Okay.
Thunder Ranch.
Yeah, right on the walkway, which is now like where the
It's kind of that weird overhang thing
that
is now.
thing,
Yeah.
the Big Thunder Trail is.
Mm-hmm.
And you could go see the pardoned turkey and the backup pardoned turkey.
I think sometimes both were pardoned.
Well, like I would assume if it's a backup pardoned turkey, like it's
No, some years two turkeys
Oh.
are pardoned and sometimes only one is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And sometimes quite often they're both saved, but only one is pardoned, which is what happened this year. Yeah. What should people do, Katie?
You should go into the chat and you should tell us, have we already announced the name of this year's pardoned turkey?
Gobbler, I believe.
Oh, dang. That's not fun. I was going to say you should guess or come up with a name. What do you think the next pardoned turkey's name should be? You should also go to subscribe wherever you are. If you aren't already, go to patreon.com/dapsmagic. That is a fun little place where you can hang out with us after this show. And it is probably going to be a doozy tonight, so it'll be fun. And then, yeah, I already said the chat. Gobbler is a weird name. You know what I would name a turkey?
Maybe
this is morbid. Stuffing.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a name.
Stuffing the Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, there you go. Sure.
See?
Why not?
It rolls off the tongue.
It does something, that's for sure. All right. Well, now is the time that we really look forward to more than turkey, and that is the time to talk about Muppets.
Thanks, Daps. Mr. Daps. Thank you, Mr. Daps. Thanks, man. Thanks, Mr. Daps. Thank you, Mr. Daps. Thanks, man.
That is right. We get to talk about Muppets every week for 70 weeks. It's almost over, which is kind of sad.
It's kind of crazy.
It's a little bit crazy. It's hard to believe that we've gotten to that point. But this week, we had a very appropriate Muppet, and that was Beverly Plume, which I was thinking in my head last week that she would be the one for this week, but then like my timing was a little bit off.
I said, by the way, I want the records to show at some point in the 70 weeks, I'm pretty sure I said Beverly Plume.
I know she came up at some point.
Because I was like trying to go through characters and I thought that was scraping the bottom of the barrel.
No, I think that's definitely a possibility. And she was the actual Muppet this week. So the big question is, who's coming next?
So I really wish that Bobo hadn't already been the Muppet of the Week, because I think after his appearance at the Sabrina Carpenter concert, I think Bobo would have been an excellent choice.
Kind of makes sense.
What number?
I was excited that they used him. I was like, that's pretty epic.
Oh, first of all,
I was more excited about Bobo than Miss Piggy.
This isn't like we're not talking about this on the show tonight. I just will bring up things that I want to, no matter what. Love that Miss Piggy and Bobo were at the short and sweet tour for the final night. People also were like, so no one took pictures of the people puppeting? And I went, first of all, Miss Piggy and Bobo the Bear they're not puppets. They're
Muppets.
They're Miss Piggy and Bobo the Bear. Like, what do you mean? Anyway, I really wish I could say Bobo. What number is Beverly Plume? That's my question.
We don't know. We lost. It's like 67 or something.
Is it 67?
Maybe 66. Could be any of these. I don't know.
7. Is that what the kids are doing these days?
I don't know.
I am going to say, because you would think the last like 3 would be big stars, but like we're doing Beverly Plume, you know?
Which is perfect for Thanksgiving though.
66.
Okay, so I was close.
So we still have 67, 8, 9, and 70. So
we have 4 left.
I am going to say.
I'm waiting for you to say like Waldo or something, because I don't think he's been said.
He has not.
No, I'm gonna go with Newsman.
Okay, I'm going with Gloria Estefan.
Okay, those I think both count.
Yeah.
Like their chances like there's a possibility for either of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the Muppets could also be, or would be one of the Muppets, maybe.
We do love the Muppets.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I feel like the next 2 or 3, because like, what if it was Miss Piggy early? Because I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
after eating all of the Thanksgiving food, she's like, I don't know.
She's what?
She's Miss Piggy.
I think if Miss Piggy was here on this show,
Then it would be a good running gag. I think so too.
Miss Piggy, you are always welcome.
As are you, Kermit.
You could take my seat. Actually,
Mhm.
I don't even need to be here. You could be the star.
You know she'd want my seat.
Well, yeah, it would be the Miss Piggy show featuring Geeks Corner.
Something like that. I'm
Yeah.
sure that would go over well. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
we'll see.
You're always invited.
It'll be interesting
Bobo
to see.
could come too. Bobo could be security.
I would like that. That'd
Bobo
be very
could be
cool.
the bouncer.
All right. Christmas Fantasy Parade celebrated its 30th anniversary, kind of, on Sunday. It was the 30th anniversary officially on Sunday, and we were there. We were there, and we filmed the parade. It's up on our YouTube channel, and we were talking with Jeff and Denise from Mouse Steps, and obviously Doug from Daps Magic. And it's interesting how much the parade is similar but different through the years. Like, even as you see this first float, that's generally what it was 30 years ago. You know, I think it had a little bit different, but it's pretty close. And there's elements of the parade that have basically not changed a ton.
The mailroom has stayed.
And there's other things that are completely gone or different. And my question for you, one, what is your favorite part of the parade?
Santa.
Oh, okay.
Like Santa, and hearing Santa talk to everybody in different languages and these signs, and like, to me, that's Christmas. Yes, actually, my first conscious memory of ACF is when Duffy was on the float. But yeah, like, I think something about Santa singing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," saying hi to people,
doing it in sign.
Yeah, that is so magical to me.
And as I've said multiple times, I love the toy soldiers playing the trumpets and the drums, because I just think they bring so much life and energy to the parade. But like all of the elves and everything in between are a lot of fun too. And I would be remiss if I didn't, especially tonight, give a hat tip to our friend Olaf, who for the last however many years has done the parade like this.
It's true.
And I think it's one of the funniest parts of the parade, because there's been so many advancements everywhere else. Yeah. Like even what we're going to talk about later. And Olaf is still completely stationary. And I'm like, I just feel like even put a puppet there or something, you know,
I think that Olaf was just really tired from Paint the Night.
Oh, so he's frozen.
Yeah, you know, I can't top that.
That door was wide open.
Would you say that love is an open door?
I don't think it's going to unfreeze him, though.
Only one act of true love can thaw a frozen.
There you go.
And that act of true love is.
Oh, so now we know what the next 2 Frozen movies are about. Are Olaf's love story. So the first 2 were really about Anna and Kristoff, their love story.
It was sisterhood, the first movie.
Well, that was also planting the seeds of love with
but it was
Anna and Kristoff.
Family love, the first one, and then it was romantic love, the second one.
So we meet Olaf's family in the next one, and then the fourth one is his snow person
babies?
thing. I don't know either. That just popped into my head. That would be it'd be very funny. Can you imagine after all that, like everybody thinks it's going to be this huge epic thing that continue the stories of the sisters, and then it ends up being all about Olaf?
I don't think that would happen, because I happen to remember a certain 22-minute short that people did not react very well to.
I wonder how it's
I enjoy
viewed
that
today.
I enjoy it a lot.
Well, and I feel like those things, you give it a little time, they become favorites. And I'd be curious if that's what's happened in the last however many years.
I'm actually surprised that wasn't in your rotation of Frozen 1 and Frozen 2.
It was.
Oh, Olaf.
Yeah, it's short, so I kind of forgot about it.
That's fair. I also think
because it has that funny song in it. Like it's got a good song in it.
I just think that they did do a disservice. It was a great short, but putting a 22-minute short before a film, kind of a lot.
Yeah,
Pixar shorts are like 5 to 10.
I feel like if they'd gone straight to something like Disney Plus, it probably would have been fine.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Putting it as a short.
Yeah.
Before I'm like, that's a TV episode.
I
babe.
do miss when they would put true shorts in front of films, but that's another show. The Mickey shorts or the Goofy shorts. Like I like the little short animated things in front of Disney animated films or Pixar animated films.
I mean,
like
Pixar still does.
Sometimes, like not every time now, I feel like. And
every Pixar film is a short, no? Wait, what?
I think it stopped during the pandemic and it's been on and off, but they also now have that thing where they do all of the,
because there was like the directs to release like Soul.
Well, there's the ones that are the up and coming directors that they do now too. Well, they were always up and coming directors, but now they've got a program for it that's all about shorts.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's changed a little bit, but it's still good. Like it's fun. Anyway, I could imagine them changing things in the future for ACF, which is what we were talking about initially.
Yes.
But my question is, do you think they would ever change the theme song for Christmas Fantasy?
No.
I would hope
if
not.
You change the theme song, I think it's a different parade.
Or would they re-record it? Because I could
Possible.
see them upgrading or re-recording. They just re-recorded Small World so they could add another verse.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
What if they add another verse?
I wouldn't be opposed to that if it was good.
Okay, there you go. I wouldn't be opposed to them adding more recent characters into it because like I think the most recent is probably Frozen.
Yeah.
But I think you could probably add other characters into it. And that could be kind of interesting too.
I'm trying to go through in my head. I think
I don't know who I would add off the top of my head, but
I mean, there's the easy hits, there's the Moanas, there's the Mirabelles.
But you also want to make that they kind of go with a snow motif. So you would have to have Moana in snow clothes, which doesn't quite work.
It could be fun.
Okay.
Like I think that there could be something to be said. This parade has changed so many times and it's had so many different whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What if we had a tropical float of they're the people that have ended up in Christmas land? So it's like the Moanas. It's actually I'm thinking of, speaking of Pixar shorts, Nick Snacks, the snow globe. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. Is like when he goes to like hot climates, whatever. But like imagine these warm temperature stories, but they're Christmassy now.
Okay.
I think that could be fun.
I need a better pitch.
Sorry that I came up
I'm
with...
going into old producer mode where I'm like, I'm intrigued, but I need a better pitch.
Sorry that I came up with this while I'm sitting in front of you. I don't have
that's great. It's a good start. We'll see before the end of Geekmas if you come up with a full-on pitch the parade. Maybe it'll even be a segment. Pitch the parade.
Pitch the parade.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Christmas Fantasy had its 30th anniversary.
Yes, 30 years old. Happy birthday.
Yes. Also this last weekend, the Knott's Merry Farm festivities began at Knott's Berry Farm, which I think is actually one of the best Christmas-centric celebrations in Southern California.
I agree.
Like to me, if you want classic Christmas, you go to Knott's Merry Farm. It's got carolers, it's got the Billies play, there's the Wranglers, it's got a tree lighting, it's got Snoopy. Like there's Snoopy's Night Before Christmas, which is adorable. And this year we had a loose bird that got out early and took over the stage and took over the whole show. And the show kept going, but nobody cared because they were all watching the bird. It was hilarious. It's on our YouTube video. You can watch it and you can see how they finally deal with it.
I was going to say, I think that happened the year I was there without you, but that's not what happened. The bird did not feel like going back to its handler.
Oh, so it was staying.
So it was like, I'm free. I want to fly around.
Well, that's what it started, but didn't know where to go. So then it ended up on the stage just watching skaters. It was very funny. And like at one point, two girls that were skating like tried to like brush it off.
Like,
and it literally just looked up at them like they were crazy. It was very funny.
I love that. I also love that it does like it follows a very Charlie Brown Christmas
ish. Yeah.
Well, it does the like
It does have,
God bless us.
it has
everyone,"
Linus telling the Christmas story.
which
Yeah.
is I
There's-
think one of the cutest Peanuts things in like,
It's
the
very
world.
cute and people love it. And then speaking of Christmas story, they have Calico Christmas Carol over in the Birdcage Theater,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. They've they've updated that, and they've also updated The Gift of the Magi 1885.
Ooh.
And they weren't like full-on changes, but
Yeah.
there were subtle changes that I actually found myself completely engrossed in the shows. And if you've seen them year after year after year, you can get into this kind of like, oh, I've seen this year after year after year, and you kind of get that relaxed, not completely paying attention mode.
Fight, struggle.
And well, that wasn't in it this
I-
year, but I think that's another show actually.
It was. I was just doing it.
But I found myself completely engrossed in both shows because there was enough different that you didn't know was going to happen.
Ooh.
And it was performed in a way that kept you on your toes. You're like, oh, this is funny. There was
Like that.
lots of humorous moments and little subtle things that just added to the show. And hat tip to whoever did that and directed that, because I really was impressed, along with all of the actors, because they were fantastic as well.
My personal favorite, and I hope it's still happening this year. Please
Mhm.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
The snow moment that plays somewhere in my memory.
Mhm.
That you want to talk about. One of my most special memories at Knott's period is funny enough, that same event. It was like 2 years ago. I think you were in Japan.
Mhm.
Getting to take my mom to that
Mhm.
and watch the snow with my mom. And I have this picture of us in the snow. But like there's something about like white Christmas lights when there's snow falling and somewhere in my memory is playing. Like that is beautiful. Like I really think that is like magic. And when I say that there's snow, you guys cannot fathom how much snow there is.
They make it really come down. You can see our video.
Like it'll be on Dap's hat like this thick.
Unless I'm under I like to go underneath the awnings, because then
yeah.
I don't get it all over. But no, it is very magical. They use a ton of snow. It is everywhere. Kids are playing with it. It's they really do a good job. And the new tree is bigger than better than ever before. It does go taller. I don't know off the top of my head how tall it is, but you walk up to it and you're like, oh, this is bigger. And it's now Victorian themed instead of kind of old West craftsman-y, whatever it was before. I'm forgetting exactly what it was.
By the arts and crafts movement in California.
It kind of felt like that though. Wasn't it like crafts on it or something?
Yeah.
Like wood shapes or whatever. And the stage around it is much bigger this year too. So then when they do the lighting, all of the people from Home for the Holidays, which they're also performing and is fantastic, come out and they do their little song and dance moment. And then they pull out a glowing ornament to start it all. And it's cute.
Fun.
And like it's really pretty. And the whole thing just lights up the area. And it's very charming and no notes. Like it's fantastic. Home for the Holidays, also solid home run. If you haven't seen it, it's worth showing up at whatever times they are and catching. And then also Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies.
Obviously.
They play progressively more Christmas music the closer it gets to Christmas, I think is how it works. And so they're definitely worth catching. And nothing will beat though back in the day when they're at Disneyland in the Golden Horseshoe and they would have the big Christmas spectacular where they lower the tree. Like that was one of the funniest, weirdest, dumbest things I've ever seen. And you know, they just didn't have a place to lower the tree in this location.
Yeah.
But it is very fun to hear them. They're fantastic. And that goes to January 4th, if I recall. So you got lots of time to check there. And if you have an annual pass, they don't have blockout dates. So you can go any day between now and the 4th, except for Christmas when they're closed.
And you don't have to make reservations.
And you don't have to make reservations. It's fantastic. Exactly. All right. Well, if you've watched a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving,
Heard of it?
yes, then you know that the Peanuts eat popcorn for Thanksgiving. My question for you, they have popcorn and other stuff, yes. What is your favorite and least favorite Thanksgiving foods? And you can let us know in the chat as well. But
I know I made a joke about it earlier. I don't love stuffing.
okay.
Stuffing is not a me thing. I don't know. I've never found it appealing. Favorite mashed potatoes probably.
Okay.
Although it's kind of hard because I do love green bean casserole.
Yeah. I like the combination of mashed potatoes with the stuffing, with the turkey and the gravy all together in
Ooh.
one perfect bite. That would be the top of my list. And then my least favorite is probably the like the sweet potato with the marshmallows, because that's just too sweet on sweet for me. And I cannot handle that. Like, even if it's the other way that they often make for Thanksgiving, where it's sweet potatoes sliced up with brown sugar and in water or something, I don't know. That's too sweet for me too.
Yeah.
I have discovered I do like Japanese sweet potatoes, and I like them when they have spice on, like when they balance it out, then I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. But yeah, it's just too sweet for me. Like,
we like sweet potatoes and savory things. Like, we do it in curries, we do it in things like that.
But that's not Thanksgiving.
But
this
we
is
don't
all
do
about
it
Thanksgiving
with
tonight.
I will say, I literally was saying today to people that maybe weren't that familiar with Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, I was like, you know that Snoopy makes those children popcorn and jelly beans, right?
And toast.
And toast.
Don't forget the toast.
And they were like, oh, and I was like, but Woodstock gets a feast. I was like, Woodstock gets a Thanksgiving turkey to himself.
Which there's lots of ethical questions with the meal that Woodstock
is eating a turkey.
Exactly.
I don't think Woodstock bothers himself with ethical quandaries.
Apparently not. All right. Speaking of ethical quandaries, the Walt Disney Company is building a bunch of self-motivated, is that a good way to put it? Robots, one of which is Olaf. So far, they're all very cute. They're very, very amazing. I am really impressed with them. Like, they're self-learning. They announced this week that Olaf is one of them. He will be at Hong Kong Disneyland and also at Disneyland Paris. He looks amazing. He sounds, obviously he is amazing the way he sounds. He interacts with people. His arms come off. His nose comes off. He's, for all intents and purposes, a life-sized autonomous Olaf.
Yeah.
Amazing. What do you think of this?
When I take away my ethical quandaries, I think it's amazing. Like, when I'm on surface level Disney fan, I turn my brain off. I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, because like, it's Olaf. At first, when they showed him in the video, I was like, I thought we were done with the rear projection stuff. Like, it's not looking that good. Like, because when he's like meeting Josh.
Oh, you thought it was a projection of some sort?
Well, when he's first meeting Josh, they were doing rear projections on his eyes. When he's like, hi, I'm Olaf. And he's like...
Were they really? I don't think they were.
It was not the final product.
No, it does say that it wasn't. But anyway, keep going.
But whatever. It looked like the rear projection. Whatever. So I was like, this... I don't get it. But then I saw him walking around and I was like, oh, like, if our niece saw that, she would immediately run after him being like, Olaf!
Which will be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Because it looked to me like, when I was reading through stuff, that at Disneyland Paris, he's in the show, which is on 3 Viking ships in the water and kind of maybe in front. I don't entirely know, but it's going to happen throughout the day, and it'll be cool. At World of Frozen, don't know what they're doing in Hong Kong Disneyland. They didn't say anything. It was just like, oh, he'll also be there. For all we know, it's Hong Kong is where he goes first, and then he goes to Disneyland Paris, just like they did with the BDX droids.
Yeah.
Which would make sense, because if you were to go in like from January to February into part of March, that would totally work, because March 29th is when World of Frozen and Disney Adventure World officially opens, even though it's kind of we're already open. We're just adding a bunch of new stuff that's opening that day.
And renaming it.
Goodbye, Walt Disney Studios. But it will be...
I don't think you'll be missed.
I won't. But we're getting the newest iteration of Frozen Ever After.
Yeah.
Which looks really cool. We're getting a restaurant that I'm spacing the name of that looks like it will be fantastic.
I will say, on the realm of Frozen Ever After,
Mm-hmm.
if it is even a half step up from what we have what we have. Goodness, what's in Fantasy Springs in Tokyo. I think that this is going to be incredible.
My expectations is that it's miles above it,
which is crazy to me.
because they were talking about projection mapping or projecting for immersive environments, which they don't really do in like they use some screen stuff, but I think this is taking it to a whole new level, and it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. There's also a quick service place. There's going to be a little troll that you can get that interacts with other little trolls. So kind of think of like what they do with the droids in Galaxy's Edge. So it's like taking that and taking it from Star Wars, but to the world of Frozen. There's going to be a place where you can get dressed up like you live in Arendelle, and then you can, Arendelle, whatever, as you go around. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun stuff. And I'm very curious about it. And then potentially you bump into Olaf, and there's also character opportunities to meet with Anna and Elsa and I'm forgetting his name, the little rock troll,
Papa
Moose, something like that. The little guy. I think he's in Hong Kong already, but super cool. I can't wait for all of this. Like, I think it's going to be amazing, and it'll be fun to see how that all plays out. We also are getting a new show called Disney Cascade of Lights that will be in the bay right next to where World of Frozen is, but it's called Adventure Bay. And this is going to be interesting because it has not only the projections and the fountains, it'll also have pyrotechnics. It will also have drones, both above the water and in the water. And if you watch the most recent We Call It Imagineering, they have some water drones.
Yes.
And not the ones that are going under the water, but there's ones that are they look like boxes, and they're on hydroplanes above the water.
Yes.
And I could imagine them being a certain character that floats around in Moana. And Moana is one of the stories they announced for Disney Cascade of Lights. So I'm wondering if when they talked about water drones, they didn't mean like under the water. They meant in the water, kind of on the water.
Yeah.
Like we saw with these stingray looking characters that are drones.
People are going to cry, man.
Right.
It's also,
I think it's going to work really well.
It's also just really neat to see this natural progression of storytelling. Because you have to wonder if part of the question began with Epcot Forever.
Absolutely did.
And the kites and the jet skis, which also turned into Kite Tales, which also it becomes this, how can we tell a story in a different way on water? And so,
well, and in a space that's 360 degrees around, and like it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. But we'll have to wait and see. We got a couple more months until that happens. But before that happens, because Thanksgiving is this week, I thought we'd play a little game called Turkey Trivia.
Oh.
All right, it's time for some turkey trivia. Katie.
Yeah.
You can play at home too.
No,
how
this
many,
is just a Katie game.
How many turkeys are eaten in the United States on Thanksgiving, according to the USDA?
250,000?
250,000.
That has to be wrong, but I don't even know. I can't. If you ask me right now, you're like, do
you want to phone a friend?
What's the population of the United States? I'm like, I don't know.
12.
I would say at least 12.
Do you want to know the actual reason or number? Approximately 46 million turkeys.
Yeah, so that sounds more correct.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll get there. All right. What was President Calvin Coolidge gifted to eat on Thanksgiving?
Was it a turkey?
No, it was not a turkey.
Oh my God. This is turkey trivia.
Thanksgiving-ish, but yes.
A yam?
Mm-mm.
I don't. This is hard. I'm not being given multiple choice.
Oh, no?
Yeah, I would like to know.
It was a raccoon.
Why would you tell me that?
He didn't eat it.
Okay.
It became, I think it went to a zoo or something. I don't remember exactly. All right. How many pumpkin pies are eaten by Americans on average on Thanksgiving Day? Remember
5 million?
ish. Try 50 million. All right. What year was the first turkey pardoned by a president of the United States? And for extra points,
Who
which
was it?
president?
Girl. Don't PMO. Was this within my lifetime?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. You know, I think it'd be easier to say like bonus points. What year was it? But what president was
If you
the
can
first
do
one?
anything,
I
go
can't.
for it. Okay.
George H.W.
No.
FDR.
He was the one that modernized it, I believe.
Okay.
But the first president that did anything remotely close to this was
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln in 1863.
What?
Yeah. All right. How many calls does the Butterball Turkey Talk Line experts field per year on average?
How many of them are President Bartlett?
Right. One.
Okay. You take the 400 million, you divide it by. I'm going to say. I'm scared. I'm going to say 70 million.
How about 100,000?
What?
100,000.
Okay, that
seems to be pretty consistent as I was looking from recent years. All right, final question.
I hate this game.
What song that's traditionally recognized as a Christmas song was actually written for Thanksgiving?
Jingle Bells.
Yes, it was. See, you got one.
I did know one.
You got one. Very good.
I knew one.
All right.
Yay.
Well, we are running out of time. So what should people do, Kate?
You should go to dapsmagic.com where you don't have to know anything about Thanksgiving or turkeys.
Mm-mm.
It's magical.
It's just there.
You should subscribe to our mailing list so you don't miss any of the Disney or positive stuff. We've been doing a month of Thanksgiving. It's been really magical. You should also go to patreon.com/dapsmagic, DAPS magic. We do a post show for this show. It's a lot of fun. That's all I could say.
And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos going up, including more from Disneyland, more from Knott's Merry Farm. You won't want to miss any of it because it's a lot of fun. And we'll have candlelight very soon as well. But that is all the time we have for you this week. So we will see you round the corner.
Bye.